Supporting Hawaii's teachers with the integration of standards, curriculum, and technology, this is eTech Connections. In Tech Central, Hawaii's Mid-Pacific Institute models a technology plan that provides an enriched resource facility, challenging student imagination, creativity, divergent thinking skills, and potential.
We were very lucky to have at our school an administration that didn't follow the lead, but actually were the ones that said we need to be thinking of ways of using technology and learning that are, you could say, risky or much more in conformance with how we think students learn. And so this lab that we're in right now and the new one we're designing were really a catalyst of the president of our school, who said, I know how we can have students learn in a powerful way, and I know that given the way our school works, that it can fit in with the mission of our school.
There's about 7 different types of technologies that we have in this lab. A lot of them don't have any familiarity with what they're going to be doing. That's where they need to, I need to set them up and get them going through some of the material, whatever they're going to be using, if, you know, whatever manuals or software. I need to make sure that those things are ready to go and set up.
Okay, you can go through some of this TLM first, and you know, this is all part of the different units here.
It gives you a station to work at. Your partner and yourself have to make up your own project, and you collect your own data.
It's pretty fun too.
Okay, suggestions. Take notes every day.
It teaches you to make your own decisions.
At first I thought that this course would be just cruise and really easy because I'm pretty adept in certain technological fields, but I find it pretty challenging, especially when you have to come up with your own objective and complete it.
We have, as a school, as many do, a set of content standard guidelines that we use in all of our departments of learning. If a student comes up to me and says, you know, I think I can actually do this with this, and I think to myself, I've never heard of that before. I get excited at that opportunity, and I encourage the student to say, okay, well, if you think that this can be done, here's the guidelines I want you to work with on it, though, so that it's safe, so that it's appropriate, so we learn something useful. But by all means, try and do this thing that I haven't seen before. That would be a very exciting opportunity for you to build on knowledge that we don't have here. And let's document it so that other students can learn from you and take it to the next step. A real strength of this lab, although it's so hard to see, is that it's not about the technology. It's about what you're using it for that matters. You know, the old role of technology 10 years ago of tutorials and drill exercises, research has shown don't actually have maybe a negative influence in learning. But when it's used for higher level thinking and project work and for places where students create versus consume, then their knowledge built is greater, their understanding is better, and their satisfaction from it is higher.
You guys need a mirror?
Yeah, we got the one right there, so.
You need more?
Yeah. No, I think we're okay. Yeah, so can you try and move the mirror so that...
You need tape for that?
Yeah, I'll try and put it on the wall so we can tape it. There, that's right in the center, right? Let me make it a little bit more.
Here.
Okay, that's the center. Okay.
What you did is a burglar alarm, and that's just one example of what you can do. Okay, so if you're a computer programmer, you might be programming actions through using code and sending that to a computer, or sending that, programming that into a chip.
We need to support experimentation and creativity in this profession, or we aren't doing a service to the kids, because their world has changed dramatically. You know, the world the students are going into from here is a dramatically different one in terms of its expectations, in terms of the role students will play as a worker, in the way that their lives are going to be run. And so as a school, as an institution that gets kids ready for their future, not for the past that I remember, but for the world the way it is now, we have to stay in a position of trying things that are in conformance with the way the world is now.
67.
Kind of. That's kind of. Make sure you document it.
If we have a problem or a question, we just ask Mr. Yomoto, and he usually tells us.
Yeah.
So like you press it,
Press.
so you press it like 7 times, then there's a laser
Well,
connected to here. And
actually,
reset it to 8.
right, but if you use this program, the memory module,
Yeah.
then you can program that.
Well, you can just make it.
Right,
do
you
it.
can make this go automatically, but you got to use this module.
Okay.
we didn't know that you can plug these two, one
Yeah.
on top of another.
We thought you
and
could
we
just be one.
Yeah.
But
we
you
just
can
found out
combine
now.
them when you put it like that. And he's like asking us to he's telling us we can make a lot of this stuff easier if we learn how to use this board, because you can like program for things to happen without you even touching anything.
They do a lot of exploration on their own. They come up with their objectives that they would like to achieve, and they start working on their project. At that point, they also need to document what they're doing. And they also do a daily journal, so I can check their progress on a daily basis, what they've accomplished. Halfway through the project, they also have an interview with me, so I can check what they've done, what they're planning to do with the remaining time. At the end of 2 weeks, then we look at their project, and I monitor their progress throughout the week also.
Students are valued for creating new solutions versus don't draw outside the line mentality of sort of the traditional school concept. And what you want to have students, just like you would want to have workers, is not to have someone waiting for you to come and say, we can't figure this out. You want students saying, we couldn't figure this out, we couldn't wait for you any longer, so we came up with 3 solutions. Now you can choose if you like, you could either do it this way, this way, this way, but when you talk to employers in companies, whether it's something as simple as clothing design or something as high-tech as Boeing, they say over and over again, the most important characteristic for my employees is that they can be independent, that they don't have to wait to be told something, that they're willing to solve problems and report to someone when they get stuck or when they begin to realize that they're out of the realm of the design of the project.
Like this can pass through the laser 8 times.
And then this goes off?
Yeah, and then it goes up on the 9th time.
Today we incorporated what we learned yesterday into an experiment in which we made 2 different things connecting to each other. For instance, we made the light, buzzer, and relay go on at the same time. But the real breakthrough we made today was when the binary counter counted upwards and something broke the path of the laser, and all 3 other things went on at the same time. When the counter reached 8, all the things turned off, and that to me is a great experience.
What we want to create is workers who say, I found a better way to do this and it doesn't require any of the equipment that you thought you needed. Let me show you how I can do this. That kind of thinking is something we want, and that's where the next generation of creative ideas that make the economy run come from.
eTech Connections extends a note of thanks to Mark Hines and the staff and students at Mid-Pacific Institute for sharing the exceptional results of their comprehensive technology planning. We encourage you to explore the resources provided on the eTech Connections website, including the complete plan, the consulting process, teaching strategies, examples of student work, and contact information. In addition, feel free to explore our website for other overview and feature videos, tutorials, workshop offerings, tips on starting up, getting grants, meeting standards, and much more. Tech Central has been a Lei Aloha production of the Educational Technology Department, College of Education, University of Hawaii.